Hi guys, welcome back to the third part of this series. Today we are going to focus on the control flow in Golang, mainly if, switch, and for in-depth. As always, we are going to discuss what is the goal of this video. After that, we start discussing about the topics. The goal of this video is to help you understand how the program make a decision using of if else and switch, for and break and continue logic in Golang. So what is control flow? Control flow means how your program decide what to do next. Without the control flow, the program always run top to the bottom without any decision. With control flow, you can validate user, handle error, apply business rules, build real life systems. Okay, let us discuss about the if statement. If statement uses the true or false value between the if and the curly brace. It can be a large value, it can be true or false value, it can be anything. Let us see this in practice. This is our last video's code. Let me remove that. Okay, let us start with if statement. If statement takes if then condition then the brace. This is how the if condition works. For example, it can be a lot of conditions like true. If the condition is true, it's going to this bracket. Else, if it's not, the value or the conditions between the if and the brace is not true, it's not going to execute the value inside this loop or inside this brace. For example, if empty println true. Let us run this program. Go run. Go. Then it prints true. When the condition is false right here, let me say false, go run main, let's go. That means it's not gonna enter this block. If the condition right here is true, it's enter to this condition. If it's not, it's jump this condition. Okay, let's say 1 greater than 4. It's gonna be false, so it's not gonna execute anything. Go run. As you can see, it's not gonna run anything. Let's say go less than 4. Let's say 3 less than 4. That's true, so it has to enter this block. It's entered this block since the condition between the if and the brace is true. The other thing is using and sign. And sign means if this condition is true, it just try to execute the second condition. If this value is false, it's not going to execute the second value. Let's say 344 greater than 3 greater than 4. Let us execute this code. It's gonna be true. That means first it check this condition. If this condition is true, then it check this condition, but it's not check the both condition simultaneously. This is how the end condition works in Golang. The same for the or condition. So the main thing to take right here is the if condition works based on the condition that is true or false between the if and the brace, based on the condition that exists between if and brace. If the condition is true, it's then execute any program that exists between this brace. else it's not gonna execute the value in this brace. Okay, this is how the if condition works. Also, we can also compare the string, not only the number. We can compare anything we want. Let's say name is equals to name. Let's say name is equals to name. This is true because the name string is going to be equal to the main, so it has to print this this value here. The other thing is, let us go to our if-else statement. The if-else statement checks the first if condition. If this condition is not true, if the first condition is not true, then it executes the second value. But if the first condition is true, it's not going to execute the second value. That means if the first value, if the if statement is false, it will execute the value in the second or in the else block. Else it's only execute the value inside this block. Let us see it in action. If name is equal to let's say name1, let us change it to the name1 to make it false. Else fmt println false. Its print is false because the first condition is false. Since the first condition is false, it's gonna print the second value. Let me remove this one. Let us run it again. It has to print the true value. This is how the if-else statement works. The third part is if another part of the Go condition checking is if-else if. That is, if the first condition is not true, check if it is the second value. Check if-else if name1, let's say name1 is equals to name. That means if we change this to name1, if this condition is true, it's gonna execute this. Else, if the condition is name1, then it will execute this one. Else fmt println false in capital. That means if the first condition is satisfied, it will print true. If the second condition is satisfied, it will print false. But if both of the first and the second condition are not met, it will print false in capital. Let us test it. Sorry, go. This is how it's work because it's name1. Since it checks the first condition, it's false, then it checks the second condition, it's true, so its print is false. Let us say 30. It should print the else condition because it does not fit with the second condition. Also, it doesn't fit with the first condition. Let's say go run main.go. It's printed go false in capital. Let me, I think, move this one to another screen. Okay. There is also the short form of if statement. Let me comment out this. And there is the short form of if condition. If x is equals to, let's say true, then we are assigning the x value true, then we check the x, you can check the x. That means if the x is true, then it check the condition. We separate it using semicolon. Then print ln. Let us use fmt print ln to print the value. This means this condition, the first condition, is to assign the value, which we are going to check it in the second value. Let us go run main.go. This is true because the first condition is going to assign the value, then it checks on the second value. Then the x value is true, so it will print true. Let us let me give you another example. If let's say x is equals to 4 greater than 3 or 4 greater than 5, it will not print true because this assignment is if this is gonna be 4 greater than 5, it's gonna be false, so the x value gonna be false, so it's not gonna print true here. It's not gonna print anything right here. That's why it's returning. But if we do let's say 7, it will be true because the x value gonna be true since 7 is greater than 5. Go. It's print as true. The other if the condition or control flow is a switch statement, which is based. Let us see how the switch work. Let's say day is equals to 3. Let us say the number of the day of the number is the number. Let's say day equals to 3. Then switch day. If the case that means day is 1, it have to print ln. It has to print Monday. This means if the day is 1, it has to print Monday. If it is 2, it has to print fmt. It has to print Tuesday. Case 3, it has to print fmt. Let's say print ln Wednesday. It has to print Wednesday. Also the default, if the value of the day is not one of the 3, it will be fmt print ln. Let's say unknown day. Unknown day. This is how it works. If the day is we switch with a day. If the day is 1, it will print this Monday. If the day is 2, it will print Tuesday. If the day is 3, it will print Wednesday. Like the other programming language, we don't need to have a break right here. In Golang, we don't need to do that. It have by itself. It have this value by itself, so we don't have to do that. Okay, let's say go run main.go. It's print is Wednesday. Let's say 33. It has to print the default value since it doesn't fit to one of the 3 values. Let's say unknown day. That's how the switch condition works. Also, there is the switch without a value, or the condition. A switch without a condition. This is the condition we use, but we can use like this. Then day equal to. Sorry, let me make this day. we can use like this. If we need if we need switch without a value, we can use day is equals to 2. Also day is equals to 3. This is the beauty of this is the beauty of a switch without a condition, because sometimes we don't want to use if condition everywhere. Let's say 2. It will print Tuesday. Let's make it best for if we have a multiple if statements. If we don't want to use the if statement, it's better to use a switch statement without a condition. This will be the best part of a switch. I didn't see in another language this feature. Okay, let us talk about the for loop. In Golang, we have only one loop, which is for loop. We don't have do while loop or while loop, but we can customize the for loop behave like the while loop, for loop, or infinite loop. Let us start with the formal for loop style. For I is equals to 3, I greater than let's say 20, let's say 20, then I plus plus. That is the common on the most programming languages. It starts from 3, then it's end at 19. Let's say fmt print ln to print each values. We can use I. This means it starts from the 3, then it's all the way to 90. Let's say let us run the program. It starts at 3, then it's keep printing up to 19. This is how the formal for loop works. Okay. Also, let us see the while loop style. The while loop style of for loop. The while loop style for loop is, let's say I is equals to 0 for I less than, let's say 5. If the I is less than 5, it will print fmt print ln less than 5. We will print less than 5, then we will increase the value by 1. This means increase value by 1. So let us run this code again. Go run main.go. As you can see, it's keep printing the value less than 5. Let us make it make sense. Let us do fmt printf. Let's say let us do d, since we are going to use a digit. After that, let us have a break, and let us use the I right here. That means it will keep printing from 0 up to 4. Let us run the code. It's a 0 less than 5, 0 1 less than 5. It keep continuing until the value, the condition right here, gets false. This is the while style of for loop. The other condition is like infinite loop. We can use infinite loop like this. Let us print only the value of I. Let us print only the value of I, and time.sleep. Let us time.second. Every second it will print the I value. It's gonna be the infinite loop. That means it's not going to break any moment, you know. It will keep continuing unless we stop the program. Go run main. As you can see, 1 2 3, it's keep printing every second. Okay, so we've seen how the for loop works, the if conditions. Let us see about break and continue. Let us say if I greater than, let's say, 6, break. That means it will get out of this for loop. To get it out of this for loop, we can use this condition, you know, break, to get out of the loops. Also, we have a continue statement. That means let's say if let's say if I less than, let me say, if I is equals to 3, continue. That means if the value of the I is 3, don't break the loop, but let me put this right here. This condition works like if I equal to 3, it will get back to the for loop, start from here, then check, increment the I by 1, then check the condition with this, then continue printing it. That means it will not print the 3 value. As you can see, it's a 1 2 then 4, because it's the print statement is after the continue statement, but the continue statement return back the condition back to the beginning of the for loop. So here let us have example. Let's say let us develop a login system. Username, let's say username is equals to and password, let's say password equals to password. Let us check if the username and password is correct. Let us print welcome. If the password or username is not correct, let us print invalid username or password. Let us take the argument from the terminal, so we can use username, like username and password, then OS argus 1. The OS argus return the array of element. The first element will be the 0 element will be the type of the terminal. Is information about the type of terminal, so we don't need that. Only we need the first condition and the second condition. Okay, let us see input. Let me make it input. This means we are gonna accept the user input using username and password. Let's say if username is equals to user input and password is equals to password input, then let's say fmt println welcome. Else, if the password or the username is not correct, we can use fmt println failed or invalid username or password. This is how it works. We're gonna accept the username and password from the terminal, then we check if the username is equal to the username we have right here. We have declared the username and the password right here, and if the password right here is equal to the password we entered, it will print welcome. If not, it will print invalid username or password. Let's say go run main.go. We need to have two arguments. It's our of array. Go run main.go. The first argument will be the username. We can assign like this. We can assign multiple variables in one row. This is how we assign multiple variables in one row. Okay, let's say username, and password will be password. Then enter. It's say welcome because the username, the first variable, equal to the username we have in our code. Also, the password is correct, so it prints welcome. If it's not, let's say password 1, it will print invalid username invalid username or password. This is how the program works. Without a control flow, a program is just junk of nodes. We cannot say it's a program. So we've seen how the controls works. Let us check our goal is met or not. The first our goal was understanding how the program makes decision. We've seen how the program makes a decision based on the inputs. Then we've seen the if statement, if else statement, also the switch statement. We've seen the different type of for loop, different flavor of for loop. After that, we've seen about break and continue. Also, we are able to write a program using if else condition or control statement, one of the control statement using if statement. Okay, this is the end of this video. In the next video we will discuss about what is the function, how the function works, and we will do some practice using a function. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.